I'm Miss Brown.
Oh, and I'm Ruff Ruff. Oh, I'm Ruff Ruff, the talking dog.
And this is Counselor Corner.
Oh, shoot, Miss Brown. Can you grab my ball for me, please?
Sure, but aren't you the dog? Don't you know how to fetch?
Oh, silly Miss Brown. This ball isn't for fetching.
Well, then what are you doing with this ball?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm practicing for a talent show at school.
And your talent is to balance a ball on your nose?
Exactly. Oh, uh-oh. I really wanted to be in the talent show, but all I'm really good at is eating my chicken kibble. But then I saw a Cirque du Soleil show, and I figured it couldn't be that hard. So first I tried diving from 100 feet in the air. But then I realized, I don't have anything that tall to jump from. So I tried the swings at the park to do tricks on, but I just got tangled up. And then I tried to see if I could be good at those tricks with the horses, but the horses I found just ran away. I just want to be a good dog who can do tricks, like Ari the dog from Fun Friday.
Oh, wow, buddy, it seems like you've really been persevering.
I've been trying. Then I saw in my research of talents someone balancing spinning plates on a stick. I don't have a good stick or plates, but I have this ball and I have a nose. I've been practicing balancing this bone on my nose, and I think the kids are going to be very impressed. I'm so ready.
That's so awesome. I love it. I can't wait to see it.
Miss Brown, can you help me with the night of the talent show? Will you help me with my costumes and my dramatic makeup?
Sure, but I'm not that great at it. You should probably ask Miss Bailey. She's a pro.
Oh, good idea.
Awesome. Okay, who is all coming? I will help spread the word that your talent show is coming up. I'll invite all of our friends and family.
I mean, who are you gonna invite exactly?
Let's see here. Hold on. Well, let's see here. We should invite Scotty, of course, and Gerald, and your teacher at school, and of course, Mama Ruff Ruff, and maybe Mrs. Moisen and Mrs. Grimmer could come, and maybe I could even see if Mrs. Rhodes will come.
Well, actually, I'm not feeling that great. I think I'm getting sick. I might be having a heart attack. I'm not breathing well. I might pass out. Looks like I might have to cancel. Thanks for everything. I'll see you later, Miss Brown.
What?
I should have never told her. She always tells everyone what I'm doing. I don't even like Scotty that much. Gerald just sits there and makes everyone so uncomfortable. I think I might vomit. This is a disaster. Maybe I should call Dr. Wolf.
Ruff Ruff, what is going on? What happened?
I'm sorry, Miss Brown. I just can't do it.
You were just so excited all about this. Was it something I said? When did Ruff Ruff move from being excited to being so upset and anxious? Was there something I said? Pause the video. Tell me, did I say something? Oh, it was when I said I was going to invite a lot of people? Hey, Ruff, is that true? Did you get scared and worried when I said I was going to invite people to your show?
Well, kinda. Like, what if everyone comes and then I can't do it? I wasn't even thinking about that until you said something about inviting everyone.
Oh, that makes sense then. You moved really quickly from the green to the yellow zone, like so fast. It seems like we're realizing that you have a trigger. Performing in front of a crowd might be a trigger for you.
Well, I really don't like the idea of being in front of so many people. But what's a trigger?
Good question. And you know what, buddy? There's a lot of people who have a hard time performing or speaking in front of people. You're not alone in that. But triggers are things or thoughts that move us out of the green zone and straight into the yellow or red zones.
But how could I be so excited and then immediately so afraid?
Well, a trigger, it's kind of like a button. And when it gets pushed, it instantly sends you into the yellow or red zone. And so knowing what triggers our emotions is really important to help us regulate our emotions, stay in the green zone, and in control of our bodies. It's kind of like a caution sign. When you see a caution sign, you know that you need to prepare yourself for something that's out of the ordinary and you need to be a little bit more careful.
Oh, like a yellow light when you're driving, telling you to slow down because the light is turning red and traffic is going to start going in front of you.
That's exactly right. What other kinds of caution signs do you see out in the world?
What do you think? Oh yeah, there are caution signs for road construction ahead, wet floor, a car lane ending, children at play nearby, and caution, dogs at play nearby at the dog park.
That's absolutely right. And even sometimes there's a caution sign for icy roads because the conditions are bad. And in the same way, you and I have caution signs that warn us that a trigger leads to the yellow or the red zone. So think about triggers that you've experienced in your life.
Oh, like the fireworks.
You've got it. Loud noises are a real big trigger for you, and they really bother your brain and make you feel instantly scared. Does anyone else feel triggered by loud noises? Raise your hand if that's you. Yeah, me too sometimes.
Well, what are other things that kids or grown-ups might be triggered by?
That's a great question. Things we could get triggered by are a lot of different things. They might include loud noises, maybe if you're hungry or tired, if you're transitioning into a new activity or you didn't have enough time to finish what you were working on, not knowing what you're supposed to do or the directions. A trigger might be when people are fighting, like your parents. The news can be a big trigger for a lot of adults. Maybe there's a certain subject at school that we really struggle with, like math or reading, when we feel alone, or when somebody says something that isn't very helpful or kind, like they're not being a very good friend. So maybe they tattled on you, or maybe they made fun of you.
I hate being hungry. I get so cranky. I sometimes will say mean things to Scotty when I'm really hungry.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen that happen before. What about you? Raise your hand and share out to the class something that triggers you. Maybe it's something I just shared, or maybe it's something else.
Oh, those are good ones. I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets triggered sometimes.
Me too. And you know what? It's really helpful if we know what triggers our friends too.
How?
Well, if I had known that it would trigger you to be scared and anxious to invite people to your show, I might have asked if I can invite people to the show before just assuming that that's what you wanted. And this can help us at school too. How do you think it can help us to know our classmates' triggers? How can it help our whole class?
Oh, good ideas. So, what if I notice one of my triggers? What should I do?
Well, remember, we have lots of tools in our toolbox that we've been learning about. So you could take a deep breath. You could use your words and ask for help. Maybe use the quiet, safe place tool and take a break before you come right back to it. But there are many more tools that can help us work through things that trigger us.
So, just because I'm triggered to be anxious and scared to do my talent show in front of other people doesn't mean I should just quit?
That's right. Because you really want to do the talent show. You've practiced, you've researched, you've persevered this far. It would be a shame to quit now. And just because something's hard doesn't mean we should just give up or that it's not for us. We can learn a lot by doing it anyway.
Okay. What other tools can I use before my talent show, Miss Brown?
Well, you know what? That's exactly what we're going to talk about next time.
Oh, man. Okay, I'll keep practicing.
Good job, buddy. But are you ready for the Counselor Corner Challenge of the Week?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I sure am.
This week's Counselor Corner Challenge of the Week to take is to draw a picture of something that triggers you to go right into the yellow or red zone. And then share with a friend or an adult that you love so that they know and that they can help you through it.
Woof, woof. I love drawing!
Me too. Well, until next time, we'll see you soon.
Woof, woof.